Good evening, welcome to Northeast Web Shots. You are watching Northeast Web Shots Evening Daily Bulletin. This is Anudeep Sharma. Here are the headlines of the day. Before that, a happy Eid Miladun Nabi. The day is celebrated during the third month of the Islamic calendar. The day is also called as Mawlid or Mawlid al-Nabi al-Sharif. Coming to the national news. Over 98 crore 60 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses administered so far. Recovery rate stands at 98.12%. The CBSE on Monday, October 18, 2021 released Term 1 date sheets for board examinations of classes 10 and 12. The students can check the official website of the board cbse.gov.in. Exams for class 10 students begin on November 30th and continued to December 11th, and for class 12 students paper will be held from December 1st to December 22nd. The class 10 and 12 board examinations will take place in November-December 2021. The Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia virtually flagged off 6 routes expanding the aerial connectivity of Northeast India on 18th October. These routes are Kolkata to Guwahati, Guwahati to Aizawl, Aizawl to Shillong, Shillong to Aizawl, Aizawl to Guwahati, and Guwahati to Kolkata. The Supreme Court E-Committee has directed all High Courts to ensure that all petitions cases filed by the government before High Courts are done only by the way of e-filing from January 1st, 2022. Prime Minister Modi will inaugurate Kushinagar International Airport on October 30. Kushinagar is the place where Gautam Buddha attained Mahaparinirvana. The city is an important part of Buddha circuit, and International Airport will prove a game changer in the development of the place. Chandigarh, 18th of October, Special Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) court at Panchkula sentenced former head of the Dera Sacha Sauda Gurmeet Ram Rahim Singh to life imprisonment for the murder of Ranjit Singh. Delhi, now travelling by metro will be made easier than before. Now you will not need to take a token or recharge smart card for travelling by metro. Now you will be able to pay the fare for travelling in the metro easily with your bank's debit or credit card. The latest automatic fare machines are being installed for this by Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. The Jammu Kashmir National Investigation Agency has found that killers executing a lone wolf type attacks on the known locals in Jammu Kashmir are operating on the behest of their handler from across the border in Pakistan. The attacks are being carried out to derail the development agenda of the government of India. It is being reported that the death toll in rain-related incidents has risen to 27 in the state as per the report in the morning. Search operations for missing persons are continuing in multiple landslide-hit Kokiyar in Idukki district. As water level in rivers are rising, the shutters of Idukki and Adamalaya Dam will be opened today. Maharashtra, the Narcotics Control Bureau (NCB) initiated a case under provisions of Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act after they conducted a raid on the Cordilla Empress cruise, which was to leave for Goa from Mumbai International Port Terminal on October 2nd, 2021. Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Chani launched Mera Ghar Mere Naam scheme on October 17th, 2021. The scheme will give ownership rights to the people who are living in houses with the Lal Lakir of cities as well as villages. Lal Lakir refers to the land which is a part of village habitation. Such land is used only for non-agricultural purposes. Tamil Nadu, the Madras High Court has directed the concerned state authorities to conduct periodical inspections of children's homes in order to regulate the living conditions, facilities and administration of such homes. Uttar Pradesh on October 18th, lawyer Bhupendra Pratap Singh was shot dead inside Shahjahanpur District Court Complex in Uttar Pradesh, with the country-made firearm recovered by the police near the body on the third floor of the court. Uttarakhand, India Meteorological Department has issued an orange alert for heavy rain in Uttarakhand for Tuesday. Bollywood, today the birthday of Ajay Singh Deol, born 19th October 1956, better known as Sunny Deol, is an Indian film actor, director, producer, politician and current member of parliament from Gurdaspur Lok Sabha constituency, Punjab state. The Delhi High Court has issued summons in a suit filed against Bollywood filmmaker Hansal Mehta and others for restraining the release of their film Faraz. Coming towards defense news, Indian Navy receives 11th P-8I anti-submarine aircraft from the US-based aerospace company Boeing. Navy had received the 9th P-8I in November last year and the 10th P-8I in July this year. This is the third aircraft to be delivered under the contract. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh stated that as a responsible maritime stakeholder, India supports concessions-based principles and peaceful, open, rule-based and stable world order. He said India envisions Indian Ocean region with the universal values of rules-based freedom of navigation and free trade in which interests of all participating countries are protected. The minister was addressing the naval commanders during the inaugural session of the second edition of Naval Commanders Conference of 2021. Army Chief General M.M. Naravani's on a two-day visit to Jammu Kashmir, where the General Officer Commanding of White Knight Corps will give him an update on the security situation and operational preparedness. Main reasons: series of attacks on civilians by terrorists, as stated. Coming towards international news, India and Israel on 18th of October, Monday, agreed to resume negotiations on the Free Trade Agreement FTA from next month, as the two sides are confident to conclude the long-pending deal by June next year. Israel also has joined the International Solar Alliance, a global initiative that India has spearheaded, with Jaishankar and Israel's Energy Minister Karim Eliezer signing the agreement in order to ease travel between the two countries amid the COVID-19 pandemic. India and Israel have also agreed to mutually recognize vaccination certificates. An Indian project, Thakrachar Innovation, that recycles agricultural waste into fuel, has won the Prince William's inaugural Earth Shot Prize, which is also called Eco-Oscars. Eco-Oscars honors peoples who are trying to save the planet Earth, and this prize is awarded to 5 winners each year. Satellite images has revealed China rapidly shrinking Indian Air Force's strategical advantage over People's Liberation Army Air Force. Across its western provinces bordering India, Beijing has developed new runways that augment the potential of the PLAAF. The appearance of hardened aircraft shelters, underground military infra, and amplification of support facilities will help China to prepare for potential aerial conflict with India. Now coming towards the world news, China's ruling Communist Party will hold its 6th plenary session in November ahead of next year's Congress, which will pave the way for major leadership changes and a possible unprecedented third term for the President Xi Jinping. The 19th Communist Party of China CPC Central Committee will hold its 6th plenary session in Beijing from November 8 to 11th, during which a key resolution on the major achievements of the historical experience of the party's 100 years of endeavors will be reviewed. Colin Powell, the first black US Secretary of the State, a top military officer and a national security advisor, died on Monday at the age of 84 due to complications from COVID-19. Followers of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, and students and teachers from Dhaka University on Monday protested against the latest attack on the Hindus in Bangladesh. Myanmar's junta chief Min Aung Hlaing said that on Monday that the junta will release 5,636 prisoners jailed for protesting against this year's February coup, adding that the ruling military in the country is committed to peace and democracy. However, Hlaing refused to share any details regarding to who will be released. Now coming to at the end, COVID update national, India lost 13,596 fresh COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, the lowest daily rise in the last 8 months or 230 days, the Health Ministry's data stated. 166 people have died of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. The country's active caseload stands at 1,89,694, which is 0.56% of the overall cases lodged since the start of the pandemic, the Health Ministry stated. The active caseload is also the lowest in 221 days. The daily positivity rate, which refers to the number of people testing positive out of every 100 tests, stood at 1.37% on Monday. It has been less than 3% for the last 49 days. This much for today. For more updates, keep following Northeast Web Shots. Thank you. Good night.